Did you know that algorithms are taking over our life? They're controlling everything we see and do online. I didn't know. Did you? Hi, I'm Lisa Marie. Welcome to the channel Living My Best Life Over 50, your best life whatever age you are. I make videos about aging and being relevant at any age so you can live your best life. If that sounds interesting to you, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Today we're going to talk about algorithms and how they affect our daily life when we're online. It will shock you, so let's get right into it. What is an algorithm? You hear that all the time, you see it on YouTube, but what is it? I'm going to give you a couple different definitions for this. A process or a set of rules to be followed in calculations or other problem-solving operations, especially by a computer. That's one definition. Here's another a little bit more technical one. In math and computer science, an unambiguous specification of how to solve a class of problems. Algorithms can be performed as calculations, data processing, automated reasoning, and other tasks. Basically like if, and, or when statements. So imagine when you did algebra back in school and you did word problems, those are kind of a form of an algorithm. So when you think about an algorithm, it's like if this, then this, or if this, or this, then this. And basically what they're doing is they're taking what you do and see online and they're throwing it into an equation and bumping it up against what you see online, and then they're choosing for you what you should see. Now this can have a positive effect because then you get to see more of the things you like. The negative side is it's sort of manipulating you by only showing you certain things. So that's where it gets a little tricky. There's another part to this which has to do with SEO. SEO is search engine optimization. Now I'm not a technical expert, so I decided to reach out to a technical expert to get a little more information on SEO, because without SEO the algorithms can't work. It's kind of like the meat on your plate, and the algorithm is the plate. So the heartiest, meatiest thing is the SEO piece. I'm going to have you listen to an expert SEO specialist and get a little more knowledge about that.
Hi, my name is Richard Garner, and I'm the founder of TMG Ventures, a digital marketing agency. And I've been asked to give you a little background on what SEO is. SEO is an acronym for Search Engine Optimization. What that means simply is it's a way to increase the quality and quantity of traffic to your website by use of keywords and phrases that are relevant to the products and or services or information that you're trying to convey to somebody who would be looking for you. In order to do that creatively, you would first do what's called keyword research using tools offered by the three large search engines like Google, Bing, and Yahoo. You would find out what's been trending in your demographic, your area, for the past 90 days, 6 months, or even year on how people have searched for those products or services or information. Once you have compiled the list of these keywords and phrases, you would then build or write content that would utilize those phrases and keywords so that when the search engines read your website, or it's called index your website, they can then rank it based on relevancy to the person who's conducting a search. Obviously, the better you rank, the higher up on the page that is, the better you have a chance of somebody finding you. And that in a nutshell is how SEO works.
Thank you so much, Richard, for explaining that to us. So when we talk about the YouTube algorithm, which you hear all kinds of things about, people are paranoid of the algorithm, thinking it's working against them and not for them, when in fact, it's not personal. It's literally doing what they ask it to do. There are many ways that the algorithm can help you on YouTube. For example, it can recommend things on your homepage. It can recommend suggested videos, what to watch next, the trending tab, what comes up in search. The way that it decides this for you is based on your previous history. So what videos were you watching? What words did you put in the search? And basically, those words are remembered by things called cookies that are placed on your computer. So the next time you go back, it will remember that and start suggesting those things for you. If you've ever looked up something kind of random, not because you're really into it, but because you had a question, and then for the next week and a half or 2 weeks, that's all you see are videos on that topic, that's why. The algorithm thinks that's what you want to watch. It also takes into account everything you have watched, things you've liked, commented on, who you subscribe to, and then it suggests things similar to that. That's how that works on YouTube. It's similar on social media as well. For example, with social media, what we find is that all networks are unique in their own way. They have a lot of similarities, like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Those will be the ones we talk about today because they're probably the most popular. They have their own approaches. There are some very unique aspects to each of them, but at the end of the day, they're really trying to accomplish a very similar thing. Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn are focused on relevance, and Instagram is focused on timeline. Just keep that in mind when you're looking at them. They really do all try to serve you what they think you want based on your previous behavior. Another way that the algorithm is affecting our life is online shopping. Whatever you have done online is being captured, and when you go to Amazon or another shopping site by Walmart, Target, any of those, they have data that can be collected, and they will start pushing items to you that they think you want. If you have been looking at something and you go to another website and then all of a sudden there it is again, that's not a coincidence. That's very deliberate. The algorithms out there are trying to collect as much data as they can, and Google Analytics is the biggest of all of the databases and the biggest search engine on the web, where YouTube is number 2, which is also owned by Google. When you go shopping, it is no mistake that the things you see are the things that are based on your behavior online. What have you looked at? What did you buy before? Where are you located? So what's available seasonally? What's going on where you live? Is it winter time? Is it summer? It's going to be affecting all of the things you see. So although it does feel like Big Brother is watching, as I said before, the intent is actually to get you what you want. And of course that benefits them because then you buy what you want. So it can be a bit win-win. There are times though when it has been seen as manipulative. Facebook got in trouble a couple years ago because it appeared as though they were showing posts for the 2016 election that were favoring one candidate over another. And it doesn't mean there weren't as many posts both directions, but it appeared as though they were showing more. So that had an influence on people thinking that was the way to go. They did have to make corrections. They were reprimanded for that by the government. And so now I think they're making an effort to try to show more of a widespread range of posts, regardless of liberal, conservative, or whatever. But that's an area where it could get manipulative, and we need to be careful and be wise about that. Just because something is put in front of your face doesn't mean it's really for you. Only you know what's really for you, and you need to always go back to, what do I want? What am I comfortable with? And then just know that it's an equation, an algorithm that is doing mathematics to try to push to you what it thinks you want. And it can be wrong. It also can be right. And sometimes it saves you time, and that's part of the objective, because if everything that you are interested in keeps popping up, saves you time for searching, doesn't it? Now, I kind of like to search because I like to sort through myself. I like to be a human algorithm, but we don't always have time for that. So we need to be grateful that there are algorithms. It's a great technology feature, and you understanding it keeps you relevant at any age. I hope you enjoyed this video. Look forward to more coming up on staying relevant and aging so you can live your best life. Me over 50, you at any age. So happy you're here. Have a great day. Bye.